Hello! Strap in for a bit of a roller coaster today as I've been borrowing this Teenage Engineering EP133 KO2 to see if I want one of my own, and it's been interesting. Viewer discretion is advised. As a self-described small sampler addict, I've been cautiously curious about the KO2 for a while, but I've been keeping my distance from Teenage Engineering in general since my less than ideal experience with two OPZs, whatever, they're gone. Thankfully, friend of the channel, Phil, hi Phil, was willing to lend me his original 64 megabyte model in a sort of reverse mystery gear episode, so I could decide for myself while the KO2 was on sale recently. I've only had a short time with it, so this definitely is not a review or a deep dive, just an initial impression with some surprises. Naturally, the first thing I did was steal the rest of Phil's meager sample memory and record a long snippet from a Deluge experiment I've only released on SoundCloud. This came from a Deluge challenge where we could only use ARPs, so it's suitably frantic and made for a busy and interesting test sample to work with. From there, I chopped it up and added a beat on top. This gave me a foundation to learn some tricks, like setting up the sidechain to carve out some room, or using the time function to glitch the beat, and setting up a short delay with runaway repeats, it's so hard to say, as a sort of synth stab. Throw in punch-in effects, though I'm not quite sure what they all are, and we've got all the makings of a funky stew going. So far, I find it fun, if occasionally puzzling with some curious limitations. It's also addictively tactile, with the clicky touch-sensitive pads and hands-on performance features. In fact, I had planned to show more of the things I'd learned that piqued my interest, but hit a snag when I noticed Phil's fader was a bit wonky, as was apparently common with this guy when it first came out. You can see it here having trouble zeroing out a parameter as the value jumps around. Long story short, I figured I'd try to fix it for him, and, well, I ended up making it worse. I've got a replacement fader on the way, and we'll make sure he gets it back in full working order. But in the meantime, have you ever seen a naked KO2? The blinding white lights that sit behind this little screen cover are mesmerizing. I haven't had enough time with it to really make a judgment call on how I'll get along with it long term, but I will say that before the fader broke, I did have a hard time not turning it on whenever I walked by and just playing around, which is a good sign. Does the fader issue give me pause? Definitely. Too bad I ordered my own unit before that happened. Oops. Stay tuned, I guess.